Here we have the new TSR2, TSR3 and TSR4 drivers from Titleist. Now fair play to Titleist, they stick to their philosophy of only releasing drivers every 2 years, and they really try to make the improvements tangible or feelable by everyone. The TSR refines the previous TSI drivers, and in this video we'll simply explain the differences between each one and maybe let you know which one is best for you. Now before we kick off, please do press like and subscribe to the Golfbidder YouTube channel. It helps us a lot, and comment below and let us know which Titleist driver you're using. Now first up, let's talk about the TSR2 driver, and this one will be the most forgiving of the three, and that is because it has Titleist's new multi-plateau variable face thickness design, and that basically means a much bigger sweet spot on the face. Now club players, high handicappers, guys like me, we don't make contact with the center of the club face all the time, and this TSR2 will ensure that if I hit it off the toe or doink one off the heel, I'll still get a good strike. Now combine that with a big 460cc head and weighting that's set for high launch and low-ish spin and a sure fit adjustable hosel, and the TSR2 will be the longest, straightest and most forgiving for most of the golfing population. Now the TSR3 driver then does not have that super forgiving multi-plateau face. This one is for the player who is more precise with their striking. The TSR3 driver is for the player with that consistent impact location on the club face. In fact, its speed ring face technology rewards players who hit the ball in the center of the club face more by making really the sweet spot sweeter, not bigger. Now, the TSR3 also has movable weighting at the back here. It can be moved from the neutral central position more towards the heel or more towards the toe, and you'll see them marked H and T for heel and toe, and all else being equal, the 8-gram weight in there moved towards the heel will give the head a slight draw bias, and moving it towards the toe will give it a fade bias. But Titleist don't use draw and fade markings like other drivers, because some players, well, they've just found by putting the drivers into these H1, H2, T1, T2 positions and then experimenting on the range, they just happen upon longer, more consistent drives without trying to change their swing. And that's because these positions put more weight directly behind the area within the sweet spot that they tend to hit the ball. Now the TSR3 will launch lower than the TSR2, and as you'd expect from a driver designed for the lower handicapper or better player, but again you have the sure fit hosel with lots of adjustability there. And finally we have the TSR4 driver. Now this one has the smaller 430cc head and is the super low spinning version. Low spin on a golf ball when struck pure means more of a knuckleball flight and more distance. Now if you're a really good player, a center striker with good swing speed, the TSR4 will be for you. Now there's a light and a heavy weight in the sole here, easily interchangeable. With a heavy weight in the front position, you get that low launch, low spin, tour-like setup, or you can put the heavy weight into the back here and give this driver more spin, more launch, and make it play more like that TSR3, sort of like a TSR 3.5. Because the head is 30cc smaller than the other models and the club face is smaller, Titleist have given the TSR4 the same multi-plateau variable face thickness design as in the TSR2. So off-center hits will be forgiven somewhat. Again, you have that sure fit hosel with 16 loft and lie settings. That is the new Titleist TSR family. Choose the one that suits you best and then head on over to our adjustment videos on how to set each driver up, which we'll link to in the description. For me for now though, it's Donal out.